So now that you have had some time to review the bulletin, and now that you are familiar with our core requirements, let's explore the mechanics of the registration process. During round 1 of registration, you will be permitted to register for up to and including 8 hours of coursework. After registering, you will be asked to complete a course preference survey that will be emailed to your Wake Forest email address. There will be more information to follow in the coming weeks about the details of the course preference survey. So let's turn to the Wake Forest Information Network, better known as WIN. You can access WIN from the Wake Forest University homepage towards the top right corner. You can also directly access WIN at win.wfu.edu. At your designated registration date and time, you should log on to WIN and access Virtual Campus on the top right-hand corner of the page. Under Virtual Campus, you will find a link titled Class Registration and Schedule. Select Register for Classes using Class Search. Please select the appropriate term to search for classes offered during that semester. You can then select an academic department for which you would like to view course offerings. You can select as much or as little information as you want, but I would recommend selecting just a department in order to get a full listing of all classes offered in that department. Scroll to the bottom and click on Class Search. For example, I have selected African Studies. From this screen, I can see all information about what classes are offered within African Studies for the semester. Now, let's look at how to read this screen. We'll start from the left-hand side of the screen. The box under Select indicates that the course is potentially still open for you to register. If the course is closed, you will see a C instead of the open box. But we'll revisit this one again in a second. The next column is the CRN, or the course reference number. Each course has its own unique course reference number. The subject indicates the department, and CRSE indicates the course number. Some courses may have multiple sections. For example, there are usually multiple sections of Math 111 in any given semester. You also want to pay attention to the CRED line. This particular course, AFS 250, Seminar on Contemporary Issues in African Studies, is worth 1.5 credit hours. A majority of the classes will be worth 3 credit hours. Some language classes, as well as math and science courses with a lab component, may be worth 4 credit hours. There are also a few 1 credit hour course offerings, such as HES courses, library science courses, etc. Some examples of 2 credit hour courses may be social dance, career planning, etc. Courses can range anywhere from 0.5 credit hours, typically a participation credit, to a max of 4 credit hours. The days and time column indicates when the class is taught. Let's skip the middle columns for a second. Instructor column lists that faculty member teaching the course. The location is where the class is taught. The attributes column to the far right will list if a class fulfills certain requirements or if it counts towards certain programs. If you are not sure whether a course may count towards your divisional requirement, you can look here under the attributes column for details. Here's where you really have to pay attention. CAP is the maximum capacity of the course. ACT shows how many students are currently registered for the course, and REM indicates the number of open seats remaining in that class. Similarly, the waitlist CAP, WLCAP, ACT, and REM indicates the maximum capacity of the waitlist, actual number of students on the waitlist, and the number of spots remaining on the waitlist. So earlier, when I said the open box under Select indicated that a class may potentially be open, these columns are what will really be the true indicator. Typically, once a class is closed and a waitlist has opened, then even if the REM column shows seats remaining, you will not be able to register for that class. Here's an example. You might see an open box for COM 102. However, if you pay attention to the numbers, while it shows that there are 2 seats remaining, there are actually 10 people on the wait list. This indicates that COM 102 was full at some point for the wait list to open. Once the wait list is started, even if students who are actually registered for the class drop the class, you will not be permitted to register for the remaining seats. However, there are some courses where seats are held for incoming students, so especially in courses where there are a large number of open seats, Even when there are students on the wait list, there's a good chance that course may have seats specifically for the incoming class, so I would encourage you to try to register for the section anyway. You have nothing to lose. Please note, incoming students will not be able to waitlist courses. Do not panic, though. You will certainly have the opportunity to try to get into courses that may have already closed during the drop add period at the beginning of the semester. So let's resume the registration process. Remember, you will be permitted to register for a total of 8 credit hours during round 1. Once you find a course that is open that you are interested in taking, select the open box to the far left. Scroll to the bottom of the page and select Register. This will bring you to the next screen. If you are successful in registering for a class, under Status under Current Schedule, it would say Web Registered, and the details of the class will follow to the right. Make sure to confirm that the class you are registered for is the one that you intended. So here, you can see that I was successfully able to register for Art 103. If you happen to register for a class you did not intend to register for, or if you change your mind or find something else you would like to add instead, you can drop the class from this screen as well. Go to the drop-down box in the action column on the line of the class that you would like to drop. One of the pull-down options is Drop. Select Drop and make sure to scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Submit Changes. There may also be instances where you are not able to successfully register for a course. You will see a registration error message. For example, when I attempted to register for Chem 223, Organic Chemistry 2, I got a prerequisite and test score error. This error message means that you are missing a placement test or a prerequisite required to register for this class. As indicated in the bulletin, Chem 122 or Chem 123 must be completed before you are permitted to register for Chem 223. Another common registration error you may encounter is CORQ_$. This is a co-requisite error. If this error message appears, it means that the course has co-requisites for which you have to register for simultaneously. For example, if you are registering for Chem 111, College Chemistry 1, you must simultaneously register for Chem 111L, the lab component, as well. Simply select the open box next to Chem 111 and also Chem 111L, and then hit Submit at the bottom of the page to register for this course. Other common registration errors include time conflict, which means that the course you are trying to register for conflicts with the class you are already registered in. Max hours exceeded means you have already reached the limit of the number of hours you are permitted to register for at the time. So if you attempt to register for over 8 hours, you will see the max hours registration error. Instructor's signature indicates that a course requires the instructor's signature or permission to register for the course. You will have to seek the permission of instructor in order to register for this. If you encounter any difficulties or have any questions regarding the registration process, please contact the Office of the University Registrar. They can be reached via email at registrar@wfu.edu or by phone at 336-758-5207. After you have successfully registered for up to and including 8 hours, you will be asked to fill out a detailed course preference survey in order to assist us in crafting the rest of your course schedule. Please make sure to check the new student website on information regarding completing the course preference survey. Now that I have overloaded you with too much information, don't forget to check out the fun stuff if you have not done so already. Don't forget to visit the official Wake Forest University Facebook page. The link can be found on the front page of the new student website. In addition, the Office of Academic Advising also has a Facebook page that I encourage you to visit for more important academic information and updates. Are you on Twitter? If so, don't forget to follow WFU Orientation for the latest updates on orientation information, updates to the new student website, and approaching deadlines, as well as other fun campus tidbits as you prepare for your arrival on campus. As always, please utilize the email address askansa@wfu.edu if you want to connect with a student advisor. And last but not least, I hope you have had some time to check out and read all of the information surrounding the exciting summer academic project. Please refer to the New Student website for the latest articles, readings, and offerings. We hope you are excited about arriving to campus in August and ready to start your journey as a Demon Deacon.